welcome back to my channel. Today I have another ampdyno video for you. Today's victim of power testing is the Rockford Fosgate Power T1500-1bd, which is rated 500 watts into a 4 ohm load, 1000 watts into a 2 ohm load and 1500 watts into a 1 ohm load. Before I can start the dyno, I had some problems with the amplifier. Opened it up and I checked the capacitors and they looked bumpy. After I had them desoldered, I found out with my ESR meter that the ESR was okay, but the capacitance was a little less than expected. The gain ranges from 150 millivolts to 4 volts. There's also a infrasonic filter which is fixed at 28 Hz with a slope of 12 dB, and you have the low pass filter. It ranges from 35 to 250 Hz and the slope is 24 dB per octave. There's also a jack for a bass boost remote, and this ranges from 0 to 18 dB at 45 Hz. You have 2 positive and 2 negative speaker connectors. The positives are in parallel and the negatives are also in parallel. That makes it easier to connect a dual voice coil subwoofer, or if you have 2 single subs. The T1500-1bd is a mono amplifier and is for subwoofer applications. And now we can start the dyno test.
The amplifier is connected to the dummy load. I start with 4 ohms and I'm testing continuous power with a 50 Hz input signal. .6 volts. The amplifier delivers around 675 watts into a 4 ohm load. How many amps will it pull out of my power supply? We have 53.8 amps. The amplifier has an efficiency of 91.3%. Continuous power test. 2 ohms, 50 Hz. I would say let's calculate with 67.8 volts. The amplifier delivers 1149.5 watts into a 2 ohm load. Let's have a look how many amps the amplifier is pulling. 95 amps. The amplifier has an efficiency of 88.3%. Continuous power test 50 Hz into a 1 ohm load. I would say let's calculate with 59.4 volts. The amplifier delivers 1764 watts into a 1 ohm load. Let's have a look at the amplifier's efficiency when a 1 ohm load is connected. The amplifier pulls 168 amps. The amplifier has an efficiency of 77.2%. Now I'm testing dynamic power into a 1 ohm load. And we have a peak voltage of, I would say we have a little higher voltage of 60 volts. The amplifier has a dynamic power of 1800.5 watts. If I drive a signal with 50 Hz and 200 milliseconds into the amplifier. I checked the peak voltage with clipping and we have just 68.4 volts. That means we have almost no dynamic headroom. That would be around 1170 watts, but I would call this no dynamic headroom.
Stay tuned for another ampdyno video and thanks for watching. Bye bye.